you man saying, blood? Fam,
We're here, man. Top of the league, baby.
we're here,
Top of the
blood.
league.
Top
Yeah.
of the league, blood.
Say it proud.
Aye, before I go
Don't
into it, yeah.
You know, it's not. I want to be composed though. I don't want to be too early. When we beat Liverpool,
Yeah.
if we beat Liverpool, see, I'm getting excited. If we beat Liverpool, then
Because you know what it
If we
is.
beat
You know what it is.
Liverpool-
Because you know what it is. You know, a lot of these other rival fans, they're going like, "Oh yeah, we say we joint top." They're like, "No, if the league finished today, you lot will not be winning the trophy." Let me just say,
Hey, do you know what? Hey,
Facts.
before we get into this top of the table party, yeah, let's run through everything, yeah. Paul, you know who you are, fam. Ollie in.
Come on.
You saying my bro? What you saying, my bro?
Good, bro.
Good, yeah. You feeling good at the top, fam? Hey, it's nice. It's nice to sit at the head of the table, blood. Hey, can't lie, bro.
It's been
Aye,
too
Bruno.
long. It's been too long.
too long.
No, them ways there. Bruno Fernandes FC. What you saying, my bro? What you saying, fam? Yo, come on, let me hear you, fam. I don't even care that. I don't even care if we had a shit game today, bro. We're top of the league, fam.
We're top of the
there,
league,
bro.
It doesn't matter.
We got another newbie, fam. Another United fan, fanatic,
Good vibes.
realist. I don't know what to call you. I don't know how would you describe yourself?
I try to be non-objective. That's the new motto. Yeah.
That's the
I
most
try to not be
political
because you know it is. You know it now.
Yeah.
You know it is. Yeah. I've been so wrong with my assessments with some of our players. I've just said, you know what, let me take emotions out of this and just call it what it is. So I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That's what I'm doing right now.
Hey, you know what it is, fam? At this point in time, for me, it's just Vibes FC, blood. Like, I'm just here for the ride, innit? Bro, I don't even
Let's
care.
do it.
I ain't even trying to get caught up in no title race talk. Like, we're going to win the title talk. Like, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm just saying today we're top of the table, blood. I'm gas.
We're top
Gas. You see my shirt? You see my shirt right here? You see this, blood? You see this? You see him, yeah? He had a shit game as well, but I don't care. Because he served it up to my boy Pogba, bro. He did it when it matters, fam. Number 39,
You know what,
bro.
Rashford was distracted. He was helping the kids. He was on his hand. So.
Like I said, Martin Luther Jr., innit? Like, obviously, man you can only do so much, innit? Like, but served up to my boy Pogba, Paul LaBelle Pogba, doing Pogba things. I'm saying no one's been really talking since the West Ham game. But Pogba's been there, innit? He's been there, fam.
That's true. He's been consistent.
He has to step up. He has to step up when Bruno has a bad game. He has to.
No, but you know what? It's not. But you know what? Agendas aside. When it comes to stuff like that, I think people always said, "Oh, that's what Pogba's missing." I think that is what he was missing. He needed another person that can kind of take the weight off him. If it doesn't work with me, can someone else help me with the burden? Because we lacked creativity so much. Like it was mad. Like even towards the end of last season, even Bruno started to struggle until. If COVID didn't happen, we would have been, you know what I mean? It would have been something else. So
this is it. And this is what we're saying. Top of the league, fam. Blood, we're 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Got the game against them on Sunday, bro. Possibly, let me not even jump the gun, but possibly 6 points, fam.
Yeah, bro.
I said, I'm not trying to get caught up in the whirlwind, but 6 points,
No, you know what? I like how we play. We've got them in the FA Cup as well because we're playing them twice.
Hey, fuck the FA Cup, man.
We're winning one of them. We're winning one of them. Ban
the FA Cup. I want
fuck the FA Cup. I want the league, bro.
I want the league.
Not saying we're going to win the league, but if I had a choice between the two,
picking
the league.
Liverpool,
picking the league, bro.
Massive.
Like, if I'm not even going to go into the starting 11, bro. I don't even care. Like, I just want to talk about the match, fam. What you thought. Get me, like, what was going through your minds, all that. Wale, blood. What do you think of the first half, Paul?
Scrappy, man.
Very scrappy, man. I can't lie, I was frustrated.
We played into their hands, man. I think Man City, they show a template how to play against Burnley. Keep the ball.
Yeah.
Keep the ball against them, and then space opens up. And you create chances. We didn't do that today. I think.
Yeah. What kind of tactics were we really going for in the second half? Like, what was the aim?
We did more of that though.
What was the game plan? Huh?
second half we did more of that.
Second half was a big improvement, but I'm talking about the first half, innit? Like, what kind of game plan was it? You said we were playing into their hands, so
we couldn't break them down. I think they were well disciplined, and we just couldn't break them down.
Imagine we're trying to insult our cross, bro, against Burnley, fam. Like, we're mad, you know. Hey, we're moving mad, you know.
That's what I saw, and it was confusing
to me, man. What's going on?
It was confusing for me because I thought like what we was trying to do. I'm not quite sure what the style is, but I've seen a few teams play it where, because we have the front three, they're all running diagonal to drag the defenders across, and so whoever crosses it, if it doesn't hit the first man, hopefully the man behind him will get there. But in my head,
get a touch.
Burnley are they're the best in set pieces in the league or something like that.
Look at their size of their centre backs.
I think that's why we were trying to play it behind them.
Yeah, no, we was, and to be honest, it wasn't a bad idea. But we don't have guys that, apart from Cavani, Martial and Rashford, are not physical in the air like that. And then Pogba wasn't making his way forwards. If McTominay was playing, maybe he could have made his way forward, but we didn't do that. One thing I'll give Burnley that first half, like I've not watched them too often, so I don't know if they do this, but they pressed us very well. Like they pressed us very well, and then once we got past the halfway mark, they sat deep, disciplined. They didn't give us too much space, even pressing us from the wings. They did that the first half. So I thought they had a good first half. Yeah, like Paul said, it was scrappy. We played into their hands.
Yeah. I think you got to give credit to Burnley because they obviously came in with a game plan and they implemented it very well in the first half. Maybe to our own detriment, innit? I felt as if we were trying to do certain things, but maybe it just didn't come off. But obviously, Ollie had a word with them second half because it was a vast improvement. Like I said, Pogba got in the game a lot more. Very influential. Obviously, scored the goal. Hey, it was mad. It was mad.
Good goal as well.
Yeah, man. Speaking of goals, what did you think of Maguire's disallowed goal? I'm going to say quote unquote because up to me that was a goal, fam. I don't know what.
It was a goal, 100%.
I don't know what Kevin Friend was looking at, but like I think even Peter Crouch even tweeted, he was like, "Raw, like if goals like that are taken away, then boy, a lot of my goals would have been taken away or something on them lines." I'm like, bro, he didn't, fam. He got the header, fam.
But I think it's that thing where now the referees, because everyone's been on social media saying, the United bias. Who came out? Was it not Klopp? It was Klopp that started it. Like the whole pen thing. And there's I think because there's been there's been a momentum's picked up. Everyone's now talking about our penalties, how we got penalties, X, Y, and Z.
Bro,
so just kind of like
the Burnley manager said it as well. I saw it today.
Dyche, he said the same thing.
Yeah, so I think like all these guys are holding on to it, and they're being extra now with us in certain situations where they would have been like, okay, that's a goal. Because I don't know why that was a foul. That was
because you know what? Going back to it, I remember when Klopp said it after the was it the Southampton game? That like Man United get. Since I've been in Man United, I've got so penalty. I'm like, right, he's rattled, isn't it? But there might have been a method to his madness, bro. He knows the Anfield game is near, innit? So he's trying to get in the ref said, and it's getting contagious now, blood. But fam,
100%.
For me, bro, getting a penalty on Sunday, bro. I'm calling it now, fam. Bruno Fernandes. Hey, Richard, you can do the celebration if you want, fam. I don't mind, man. 91st minute extra time, blood.
It's gonna get retaken. It's gonna get saved. It's gonna get retaken. He's gonna burn it.
Hey, why you dramatic, bro? I want that, bro.
It's so dramatic.
Yeah, bro. I want to penalty, fam. Hop and skip.
I would like him to score.
Literally, blood. What?
It's gonna be a tense game, man.
Yeah, man. Who else do you think stood out for you? Obviously,
anticipated Liverpool United game in years.
Yeah,
bro.
The last big Liverpool United game.
Yeah,
I think it was under Mourinho, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's when Rashford.
When Rashford
twisted up Trent.
Yeah, I think that was the last time we.
Yeah, I think the game last season at home we drew. I think Rashford scored. Lallana scored in injury time. I think.
Yeah.
Stoppage time, and then we lost.
Last season we lost. We lost them last season.
I think we lost at Anfield, then we drew at home. I think.
We lost 1-0, was it?
think it was 2-0.
2-0. I remember Salah. I remember that Salah run.
Yeah, he just hinged James off the ball. I remember, blood.
Just smushed him. So get out
of the way, blood. Man just took him out. So yeah, and I think it was a draw and a win last season. But like I said, Liverpool are there for the taking. They ain't got no defenders, but they're there, innit? They're there. So if we can apply ourselves and play like we know we can, then we can definitely get something out of the game. If we don't win, blood, like we can take a draw out of it, blood. I don't want to draw, obviously, but
I'll take a draw.
Come on, man. I'll take a draw.
I'll take a draw. Is Martial injured? Yeah. Is it or just like a fake?
Yeah, I mean, he pulled out. He pulled up towards the end, innit? It might be a little hammy. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, hopefully it's not.
Hope it's a time waster.
Yeah, hopefully. I ain't gonna lie, I was a bit disheartened about the miss towards the end.
Yeah, he had three good chances, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I love Martial. That was annoying me a bit, man.
That last one annoyed me because your last two shots, you was taking your time. You was being composed like you normally are, and then that last one, you just tried to lash it, which is so uncharacteristic of you.
Yes,
he should have lashed it. He should have done a Rashford finish there, bro.
Rashford's technique. Rashford's technique is Rashford's technique. Oh, you know what I mean? It's the fake Ronaldo, but Rashford's made it his own. Like it's there.
What you call him the other day, Richard? Beat it Ronaldo, yeah.
I've said that before.
He wants to be Ronaldo, but I feel like sometimes. But I think that's what annoys me about Rashford. I love him. I've got such a love-hate relationship with him because I put him just underneath the category of Haaland and Mbappe in the sense of like you're young, you're quick, fast, you've got a shot on you.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes you don't know what you're doing. It's like if you overthink things, you can't finish. Yeah. You don't make up your mind quick enough. Like, I remember when we faced PSG, the way Mbappe just twist up Aaron. I've never seen Aaron drop from a 1-on-1 ever.
Hey, man, I have to go to his first name, lad. Man, they even call him the second. I say Aaron.
Brother, twist him up. I think he twisted up McTominay as well, and then he took a shot. Like we don't, our players don't necessarily do that. I don't know if it's because it's a Prem thing, but I feel like Rashford sometimes doesn't have that kind of that he needs.
Yeah.
And even he's. I can ramble on about him, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Because we had conversations, isn't it? And we talk about Rashford, and we say he has all the attributes. The only thing he needs to work on is his decision making. Once he works on that, bruv, the sky's the limit for him, bruv. Because he can do everything essentially, innit? Like he can dribble, he's got a shot on him. Maybe he's not the most clinical guy, but he gets in positions, innit? He makes good runs. All he needs to do is work on his decision making, and he can be up there, innit? I'm not gonna say touch him Mbappe levels like that, but he can get close, innit? He's got the capabilities to do it.
It's just weird how he's changed his game, because when he first came to United, he could arguably say he was a poacher, weren't he?
Yeah,
when he first came, I remember the games against Man City, the goal against Hull, the Arsenal games. He was sneaking into the box and just getting in last minute time. Even the game against Liverpool, when his first season, like he was just going into the box, just sliding them in, and then. I think as time evolved, he's wanted to be another type of player.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and trying to be that type of player, sometimes taken away, because he used to have a good, curler on him. He don't really do that anymore. He's always trying to do more power. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what the change is, what the change happened, but hopefully he gets back to being not everything I need to just lash at. Like, just... I mean,
Rashford's always kind of been like that, isn't it?
Yeah, he lashes things, no accuracy. He just bangs them.
You talking about Rashford or Bruno?
Richard, don't talk about Rashford. You're the only person that can't talk about Rashford, man.
What? Why not?
You got the agenda. The agenda's strong in you.
You got an agenda, bro.
You know what, man even tried to justify the other day saying I'm only hard on him because I love him, blood. Hey, don't even try to twist it, bro.
No, but I hear it though. Like even me, I think for example today, Maguire had a great game. I think this was his best game I've seen him play.
It's been good though. So many United fans have an agenda against Maguire, bro.
They should. I think they should.
Why do you think that though? Why do you think
because for the levels that we want to be, Maguire's not it. He's not it. You know he is. He's that brother that got fast tracks because of nepotism. Donny ain't got the qualifications.
I say Brexit, yeah. Brexit.
Yeah, he ain't worked hard enough. He just got pulled in because his boy was there, his uncle was there, dragged him in and said, yeah, cool. And then after a few weeks, made him captain. The nepotism's real. But then I felt like today was his best game I've seen for United, to be honest. I felt like he was there for everything. He kept the line balanced. I think him and Bailly need to stay together. They have to.
For the rest of
our defense to work.
100%. And we've been calling for it. Even before Bailly was fit, bro. I was like, fam, the best centre-back partnership, essentially, is Bailly and Maguire, blood. Because Bailly has the pace.
Some fans had agenda against Bailly. I'm not say Gary Neville because he just don't like.
I don't only say that because Bailly's not consistent in it, and I know he's injured a lot in it, and some of it is no fault of his own in it. But essentially, he hasn't had a run of games like that where you can say he's reliable in it. Like he's had a run of games now in it, so hopefully he can carry that on in it. But any United fan knows that Bailly is our best defender. If you're looking at it, attributes, he's got everything in it. Man can dribble out. Man's got pace. Man's strong. Like,
he's composed. Because sometimes he gets pressed and he'll do a little shimmy out of the situation.
Bro, I remember the game. I think it was the game we won at Old Trafford when Rashford twisted up Trent. And Mandano, what did he do? Did he pirouette Firmino or something, blood?
Yeah,
I think so,
dickhead. How am I saying about pirouetting Firmino?
Hey, I get Chelsea as well.
You get me? So, because what I heard in it, I thought it was going to be Maguire and Lindelof today in it, and I was like, nah, you can't do that, man. Like, if Bailly's fit, that's our best.
I think if Lindelof played, we might have lost or drew the game.
Yeah, physicality, he's not great.
Yeah, he would have got outdone.
Yeah, you see them second balls that we're winning towards the end? Hey, Lindelof would have, I'm not going to say he would have died, but he would have struggled in it, in my opinion.
Big time.
Well, that's the thing. We needed defenders like Bailly that could throw themselves in front of the line. Like, you literally throw himself at balls. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, man, there's no line. Hey, no F's given.
We've not had that, and we've not had that in ages, to be honest. Like, when you look at all the great defenses in the Prem, there's situations where they throw themselves at the ball. Like, remember John Terry's that famous head up? No, was it John Terry? Yeah, it was Terry, didn't it? That header with the balls.
He got cut in the head.
We've not had someone that is willing to do that. Like, maybe because they can't do it. Like, Maguire, I don't know, if you stretch it too much, you might, do you know what I mean? You might finally get injured.
He ain't got the athleticism to do that, bro. He can't get
injured. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So,
he's not that kind of guy.
We've not had someone.
It's like Vidic, probably.
Yeah. And you're going all as how long ago was that? So we ain't really had a defender in that ilk, innit? So hopefully Bailly can stay fit and him and Maguire can forge a partnership. What did you think of Wan-Bissaka and Shaw's performance? Shaw, do you think he was lucky to stay on the pitch? I don't know what Gary Neville was looking at.
I don't think
the man said he didn't get the ball. I didn't think it was a red card either, but Gary Neville was having a blind as well. He was having a blind about the referee blind.
I think Gary Neville was scared. He
was chatting rubbish, bro. He was like, he missed the ball. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He got the ball, fam. What are you talking about?
No, you know what it is with Gary? I think Gary tries so much to not be biased, he becomes too harsh.
He's almost become biased to get his own.
Yeah, it becomes an op because he's trying to show I'm not biased. Like, and I don't like it because when you listen to Carragher is biased as hell. It's like, this is the great thing about Liverpool. Like, he'll do that, but Gary Neville will never do that for us. Like, he never does that. Like, even when certain things happen, it's always everyday ad-libs. Like,
he loves
that. He said, I don't know there. Like, he loves that. He loves it.
No cap, brother. He needs to chill, fam. I don't want him to do no more Man United games, fam. 100%. I don't want it. I don't want to hear him no more, man. I'm done with him, bro. Like, when I was getting my boy Pogba.
Shaw played well. Shaw, I can't lie, I've been impressed with Shaw. Like, Tellers, I've liked Tellers, but Shaw has shown that he can, I feel like what I like about Shaw the most is his 1-2 partnerships that he normally has with whoever it is on that left-hand side.
I think him and Rashford
and Martial.
I think him and Rashford have a decent partnership. That's why I was a bit disappointed. Like, I know I said Rashford had a rubbish game, but he was playing on the right, innit? And he's not really as effective on the right, especially when he has to cut in. Like, he's not strong on his left foot, innit? So he always has to go on the outside. And that's not really where he's at his strongest, in my opinion. And you can see even Martial was switching a lot in the game. But yeah, better on the left for me. So hopefully he plays on the left on Sunday. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lineup Oli goes for on Sunday, barring injuries.
But I think it'll be the same team as today.
No McFred.
I think he'll go for McFred. You know.
Yeah, 100. Then Pogba on the left.
Pogba on the left. Yeah, he wants that solidity, bro. He always does it in the big games.
I'm gonna do it.
The reason why I don't know because I think the issue with McFred is when they get pressed, they can't do well. That makes sense. Like they're good for winning the ball back,
but there's no retention, innit?
Yeah, no retention with them two on the pitch. So issue is Matic dropped, so I don't know if he will start or not. But
would you to cut you off though, would you maybe opt for a Matic and Fred as opposed to a McTominay and Fred? Because Matic probably takes more care of the ball.
Probably start
compared to McTominay.
He would start Matic.
And obviously Fred has the legs, innit? There might be a decent balance.
Liverpool don't have pace in the midfield. But what they do, it's difficult.
I'm playing McFred, fam. McFred, 100.
Say McFred.
Right,
you got McFred, yeah?
Where do you think Liverpool, what position of the pitch do you think Liverpool can win this game?
Say that again, Richard?
I think it will be the midfield.
In midfield, yeah?
It will be the midfield.
If Thiago's playing, Fred has to play for him.
Because midfield, I think right now, with the injuries Liverpool have, we are literally almost the same team in terms of personnel.
Okay.
So I feel like midfield will be the battle because whoever can get past the midfield and then the strikers are on with their pace and the ability that they have, each team's attacking wise is almost kind of balanced with skill set. So I feel like midfield is where the battle is really going to be.
Who would you play in midfield, Dele, then? What would your formation be?
What would my formation be?
Yeah, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3.
I'll say go to that
4-2-2.
Ollie's got that weird false 4-3-3 that we played against Southampton. I really liked that. I feel like slightly, if Martial is injured, play Van der Beek as well, because I feel like ball retention is going to be such a big component. Yeah. And especially the way Liverpool press, he's very good at that give and go kind of style. Like I was really impressed with how we played against Southampton. It was really give and go. We was moving. Southampton was trying to press us, but we came out of that very well. Yeah. And I feel like Van der Beek did a lot. He was the ticker for that game. So I feel like we'll play him in that. So probably him, Matic, hopefully. Matic, maybe Pogba.
Liverpool.
Pivot, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Is that false? Is that false one in it? Because the person, whoever is defending, drops in with him. So maybe add on. Okay, maybe Fred then. Maybe Fred.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know what version you'll get.
Just because of the game it is, you've got to play him and you got to deep it. Yeah. Liverpool's wingers as well. Fullbacks. They're going to be bombing up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need. I think you're gonna need McTominay and Fred in that game, man.
Just they need to stay disciplined.
And then Pogba's magic. He can do that from the left. Bruno,
that little left roaming position, and left wing, however you want to define it.
You know what? I don't know if I'd play Fred against Liverpool. Because Liverpool.
I need the energy, man.
But the thing is, Liverpool, they like to press high, innit? They press.
Do Liverpool really press as much as they used to?
The thing with Fred, I think he's going to get caught out.
100%. That's true.
Do Liverpool really press as much as they used to, bro? Everyone talks about Liverpool, but they don't press like they did 2-3 years ago, fam.
You've got to remember the type of game it is, though.
I hear that. But
I think they'll press.
Definitely will press.
I think obviously Klopp's been scared of injuries this season, so he's tried to not let them go too hard.
I don't want to hear Klopp in injuries no more, man. Man's playing a full strength team against Aston Villa. I will hear it.
But you know what? As much as people want to cuss, I respect it. Just win at all costs. Yeah, win at all costs.
I hear that.
I hear that.
No, he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have. No, but Klopp will keep the same energy. He's slimy. He's slimy. People say because he smiles and dances a lot or runs around a lot, he thinks he's a good guy. No, Klopp's slimy. Klopp's slimy. Klopp's a slimy guy. But I feel like with Liverpool's game, the main person I'm worried about really is Thiago, because even when you watch the game against Villa, there was moments where he gave the ball and it's like them man weren't even ready for it. The strikers weren't even ready for it. Like, you know, when it's like side to side, and he will come on now and just, and they were like, "Rah, Shane, you're giving me the ball that good."
Yeah, for me it's when he came on against Newcastle 3 weeks ago, and you know when you can tell that a certain player's a level above the rest, fam. Like when he came on, the levels just upped in it. You could tell he's a class player, blood, and we need to do a job, and we can't let him dictate the play on Sunday at any cost, fam. Even you got to clamp man down, bro. Do it, fam, because this guy, he can unlock it, fam. So
should be able to.
You got to cut out the sauce essentially, and just make sure he doesn't feed it to the front three. But yeah, I'll probably opt for kind of pool formation as well. Maybe the same side that played against Aston Villa or something similar to that. So maybe a McFred, and maybe Pogba on the left, Rashford on the right, or Martial in the middle. But if Martial's injured, then maybe, I don't know, maybe you can put Cavani up front.
Wait, you just don't want to start Cavani?
I don't know, man. No, man. I'll put Pogba on the left.
What do you say?
If Cavani starts, Martial's on the bench, man.
No, man, we need a vocal point, bro. Cavani's not a good vocal point for me.
I like him.
He'll press from the front, man.
I hear that. Energy.
I like him a lot. Wait, you don't like Cavani?
No, I like Cavani, but I don't think he's a great vocal point. Like he's holding up plays. Not for me. It's not the greatest, isn't it? But it's his movement off the ball that I love, isn't it?
Amazing. Movement's amazing.
The man runs his socks off. I didn't realize how much he ran, but he runs his socks off, bro. And he's moving.
And you know, he's not as slow as I thought he'll be. Like he's kind of got some feet on his still. Like,
bro,
seen him run away from a few, man. And I was thinking, okay.
Yeah, bro. When I'm seeing man training when he had COVID, blood, I was like, bro, this guy's something else, bro. Like, he's serious, bro. But yeah, I want to be opposed to Cavani starting. But if it were up to me, I'll start Martial up front, innit? Yeah. And maybe put Pogba on the left, Rashford on the right. So that's the formation I'd kind of go for. Obviously, the back four kind of picks itself now, barring injuries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Hopefully.
Well, do you think Oli might try to start Tellers?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. Defend. We need to defend. Nah.
I feel like what happens is if we get overloaded by Liverpool and we have enough space now, because obviously I'm thinking the game tactic is Liverpool probably be the best game for us to actually do our counter-attacking football, because they overloads the wings so much. So then it will be, want the availability just be there for whoever it is on that left-hand side just to bomb forward and, you know what I mean, just
what did you
spray one in.
On the left then?
I don't know if he trusts Tellers defensively, especially against fucking Mane, blood. Excuse my French. It's a bit of a risky one, isn't it?
No, he'll be facing Salah, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry, he'll be facing Salah. So yeah, I wouldn't even want to risk it, if I'm being honest. I think with Shaw there's a lot more stability in it. Tellers can get forward, but it's just like at what expense? So
I mean, I want to see Rashford running that Trent.
Bro, I want to see him twist him up, bro, like he did a few seasons ago.
He will.
Fam, Trent, hey, starting to crack, blood. Starting to see it. They're starting to see it now, blood. Hey, he's not the guy you thought he was, fam.
He's not a right back. He's a centre mid. Like you just put there for no reason, like.
He's not a centre mid, man.
What did you say?
He's not a centre mid.
Yeah, your connection's a bit mad, bro.
Your connection's gone crazy, bro.
Hey, fix the Wi-Fi, my guy.
It sounds like Optimus Prime.
You know what it is there? Man just evolved, fam. Go on, blood. Are we saying, Paul? You there, yeah?
Test it.
Paul.
You saying he froze?
Yeah, you froze on us.
Oh, man needs to go check.
Ranking us.
No, but Trent, I think Trent will be a weak point to go through. The same thing with, to be honest, that whole back line is weak and slow.
And this is what I'm saying.
An abundance of pace that we can really target them. Like, I feel like the one thing they do have is Fabinho's anticipation is elite to me. I like the way he reads the game very well. Henderson, I'm not sure, but his distribution would be dangerous. So again, that's another thing as well. Because Henderson will probably play centre back. He's as much people don't like to rate his passing. I rate his passing. I think he's a decent passer. So I think if he gets the ball and they want to do counter, straight from the back, boom, over the top. And we know Liverpool as well, on their counter attack, they're a scary team too. So I don't know. I feel like we got to slightly move a little bit like Burnley today. Just you know what I mean, be a bit more, because I feel like we're a bit more physical than the rest. So we use that to our advantage. We might be able to, you know what I mean, scrape the dub.
Just take the game to Liverpool, really. Just be a little bit more proactive and put pressure on them, innit? Because I'm hearing Fabinho, Henderson, okay, cool, they're decent, but centre-backs, we should be giving them problems. You know, with the players at our disposal, we should be giving them problems. So like I said, as long as we don't play within ourselves like we did against City, because that game pissed me off as well. I felt like we could have shown a lot better. As good as City are, I feel like we could have shown a lot better. But if we play to our capabilities, then we can definitely get a result. So, yeah, man. Richard, Bruno Fernandes, what do you make of his game, blood?
He's had like 2 bad games.
2 bad games? Cool, you being calm.
Wait, no, two on the bounce, but that's the thing.
You looked a bit frustrated today.
It's allowed Pogba to show up. That's the thing.
Man saying he allowed Pogba to show up, you know. I love it. I love the little caveat.
Oh yeah, Pogba's
he allowed him to.
Everyone's saying Pogba's now playing well, and every time he's played well, Bruno's had a bad one. They've never both had a good game.
No, they have. They have. They both had good games. They have. I think the last one I can remember. No, the first one. They've had a few. The West Ham game, they played well together, I felt.
Yeah, I think, I'd say so.
I thought they played really good at that game. Bruno's a weird guy, man. Right, I got such a love. Paul knows my agenda against Bruno, but I'm not doing that. Mr. Unbiased right now. Let's call it spade a spade. The issue is the one thing I like. Sorry.
He was frustrating me today. I am Bruno FC in it, but there was time.
I can see the frustration getting to you, bro. When you said Bruno was frustrating you in the last match, I was like, raw, Richard's seeing it now.
Because there was one time, he got the ball, he lost it, and I was like, Burnley could score, and then obviously Bailly threw himself at the ball that time. I was like, that was just sloppy.
This is what he was trying to tell you, Richard. From
even what he did against Leicester, that jar to be bro, that led to the who scored Barnes.
Yeah, trying to nutmeg man in his own half. Never run from. You tried to justify it, but brother weren't having it.
I'm saying he could have closed down in
lost
his connection.
You tried to justify it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was just saying he could have got.
Go on. Who else was culpable? Who was culpable?
And Bruno, for that one, there was no one for him to pass it to.
But who gave the ball away? What do you mean?
He could have passed it back.
Who gave the ball away?
Passed it backwards.
Like
the show was open.
This is what I'm saying. Richard, we would have even entered that phase of play if Bruno never gave the ball away, fam. We wouldn't even be talking about who's closing man down, blood.
Yeah. Show was open.
Stems from Bruno, fam.
When Buzz had that ball, but Tommy could have closed him down. He had enough time.
No. The issue is, I hear you, but as a coach, you got to, you see the issue with Bruno, For me, from what I've seen is, I think the best thing that's happened football-wise is we can hear the players now. One thing I've noticed about United, we don't talk a lot. I kind of noticed that the City game as well. We don't talk a lot. I've not heard no one say to Bruno, time. He'll be in acres of space and will just try to slap it first time. And you're like, why? You have time.
Just slap it. Inshallah cross blood.
He does rush it a bit.
Inshallah shot blood.
So is anyone telling him time? Is anyone telling him relax? You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have a bad technique on him, and he's getting results that I can't cuss him anymore. He gets results, but I feel like. Sorry.
Do you know what it is for me? Sorry, go on.
No, finish.
For me, Bruno, sometimes he has a little bit too much freedom. I feel like sometimes you just got to stick him in a position and just tell him this is your job, innit? Because I feel like, although his numbers are phenomenal, I feel as if he could give a lot more to the team as a whole with his qualities. The position he plays for Portugal, essentially at number 8, right centre midfield, fam.
Yeah.
I would love him in that position, blood. Where The coach is just saying, do your job in it. Because sometimes I see him playing number 10, false 9, 9.5. That's running everywhere, blood. I'm just like, fam, you're vacating spaces.
But the thing is, it's like he's earned that position where you can.
He ain't earned it. He ain't earned it. You don't earn it.
No one tells him what to do. If you watch a game, no one's actually told Bruno, do this or do that. He's the one that's telling everyone.
Not even Ollie tells him what to do, blood.
No, but I feel like.
Paul, is that you again?
What's going on, Rude Boy? Your speaker's mess, Rude Boy.
Headphones, bro.
No, but I feel like that kind of works for United because we don't really have a style of play. It's just kind of, I don't know what to call it. I really don't know what to call it. Like
kamikaze football,
shotgun football, yeah, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just literally, whichever way. But because we got so many players that are good technically, it works in our favour. So I feel like even Bruno with his outlandishness, it works because sometimes it catches the other team off guard. Like, oh shit, you're just gonna pass. I'm not even ready for that. Like,
yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know, it's almost like a scattergun approach. So teams don't.
Yeah, like,
it's almost as if teams don't know how to prepare against us because they don't know what Man United is going to turn up. Blood. So it's kind of working in our favour in a mad way because we don't play with a specific system. So it's a bit of a mad one, isn't it?
You're mad, bro.
Tell me, what are we saying, Paul? Like,
if you don't think Ole tells Fernandes what to do, then you're mad, by the way.
Was he? So if you're Ollie, if you're on Ollie's head now,
okay. Well, you know what he tells him? You know what he tells him? Tells him, go and have a good game.
Hey, go have fun. Go have fun.
Facts. Keep it up.
Keep it up. Actually mad, bro.
Express it up.
You don't even do that under 12 football, bruv. Let alone first team football, fam.
So what do you think he's telling him?
To be a number 10, bro, fam. You don't say that Fernandes don't come back. Fernandes comes back a lot.
No, we ain't saying that.
No one said that, man.
No one said that. We said his approach of just being so rash. Like I just mentioned because you was gone then. I said about he'll be in acres of space, and he'll just slam the ball. Like he'll just one first time, just boom. It's that fan. No, but then I also said I feel like it's a thing where United we probably don't even speak enough. Like I don't see no one saying time. I remember last season there was a situation where Greenwood was open quite a lot because teams didn't know what to do with him. So they didn't really mark him. He was open quite a lot. And then it's like he didn't talk to say I'm in space. So them lot wouldn't pass to him unless it was one of the situations where I've got no choice. So I feel like the team don't talk. But Bruno's old enough to know better, man, to take his time.
No, but deep it though. He does it so much times that it's a Bruno thing, bro. The guy does it so many times, fam. The open pass, he'll try some next technique of pass, or he'll just flop the pass, fam. And it happens all the time.
He got lucky.
It's a Bruno thing.
Cavani. Another pass to Cavani today, where obviously Cavani got taken down. It could have been a red, but it's like with them kind of passes here that he was doing. He did get lucky because the defender should have cleared it, but he does them things daily. Every game he does it.
It sounds like the truth's coming out from you, mate. You weren't saying this before. You've taken a blind eye to all of this stuff, bro. Like, sound like me, fam.
And don't it piss you off when the commentators say, it's a bad pass by Bruno? They say it every game. They say it's unlike.
That's uncharacteristic of him. I'm like, what?
Uncharacteristic.
Every game.
What's the one to say? Oh, yeah, poor pass by Bruno standards. I'm thinking, what? Have you not been watching this guy?
You know what it is? As long as it fits the narrative, innit? That's I expect that from this media. As long as it fits the narrative, that's what suits them.
But again, it works though. It works. That's the scary thing about it. It works. It's like, and that's the only thing I'll give Ollie props for as well. Like, I don't really know what he's trying to do with United. Again, it's a shotgun approach, I feel. Kind of a freestyle football, if you like. But I feel like what happens is we've got enough players who are smart enough to know what to do on a pitch, which I think we're lucky against. I feel like if we had a team like of just McTominay, Fred and Van der Beek, we will never win games. And it's not because them man ain't good, it's just like the coaching.
You put Van der Beek in there, man.
No, because Van der Beek is good, but he's extremely he's such a safe player.
Nah, this man, they fit a system.
That's why he don't play over Bruno, bro. That's the one reason he don't play over Bruno.
Ah, you know, I heard that.
Bruno takes chances. Van der Beek don't.
He always goes for the safe pass, innit, or the smarter option.
To be honest, I feel like what is as well, he doesn't have a quality that the rest have. He doesn't have a game-changing quality, unfortunately, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a funny one because Van der Beek, essentially, I feel like he fits in the team that's good at playing the system and keeping possession in it. And I feel like Man United go in the completely opposite direction, like we keep talking about. Scattergun approach, like you just don't know what you're gonna get in it. So I don't know. It's a funny one, isn't it? Because I mean, do you think Van der Beek was an Ollie signing? Like, what kind of profile was he looking at?
No, I don't think he was.
Decided to bring in Van der Beek. It's a bit of a weird one, fam.
He went the first choice.
You need squad depth in this league, bro.
I hear that, Paul.
You need squad depth, bro.
No, I hear that, but it's about the profile of player as well, innit? Whether he fits in to the type of football you're trying to implement, innit?
Yeah.
Because if we're a possession-based team, like say a City or a Liverpool, then I understand, innit? But we don't primarily. We can keep possession, but we don't really. It's like we keep possession for the sake of keeping possession sometimes, isn't it? Without really.
No, we keep possession because we don't know how to break teams down. We still don't know how to break teams down, and I feel like it's an issue that we down the line could become a big problem because once fatigue starts hitting, and it will hit because again the amount of games we played this season already is kind of mad. But like I think that's what Burnley showed us as well today by sitting deep. It's kind of hard to. You know what I mean? For us I've not really seen us do anything to break anyone down. It's been luck the last few games, ish, kind of.
Yeah.
So
I feel that when we try and do that approach against the top teams, we kind of get found out, as it was shown in the Champions League, as was shown against City last week. When you play against teams that play with a system, that know what they're doing, that have world-class players, and every player knows what they're doing, then we're not as effective.
Champions League against who?
PSG.
We should have won. Your boy missed chances that game. We should have won.
Hey.
That's Martial's fault.
Oh, we should have won that.
No, we should have won that game. We should have won that game. But for example, the game you should have said that for was more RP whatever that team is, Leipzig away.
Maybe that's a better example.
So that's where now system was so predominant because they were just efficient all over the gaff. Like they learned what happened. They learned what happened. They said, okay, cool. They crap at the back post, target that. They had 3 goals come from the back post.
Hey, Wan-Bissaka, your boy Aaron, he peed me off that game.
I think that loss was more to do with just going with the wrong formation. We should not have gone 5 at the back.
What would you have gone with, Paul?
The same formation we beat them with.
What did we play? Was it 4-2-3-1? Was it 4-2-3-1?
It was 5 in the back.
Was it 5 in the back as well?
Yeah, it was 5 in the back. It was 5 in the back.
Oh, it was a diamond.
No, it was the 5 in the back. It was a 5 in the back, but with Tom and Fred sitting.
No.
I think he's right, Dilly.
We played the diamond, man.
Because I think it was Martial and someone else up front.
Yeah, it was Rashford, Greenwood, and then Bruno and Rashford.
Greenwood scored, didn't it? Yeah. No, he's right.
You're correct.
So diamond still. So you would have opted for that as well.
Yeah.
So you think it's more a formation thing instead of it being...
It showed when we changed formation in the second half, how we could have come back.
Yeah. So Paul, do you feel like stylistically Man United can carry us over to, say, get into a position where we can challenge for a league title? Do you feel as if it's sustainable the way we play right now? Because I don't think it is. I feel like when we come up against top teams, he's not going to run. For me, he's going to get to a certain point, bro. And the City game was kind of an example of that, innit? Like, okay, we could have played better, but City showed, innit, what world-class players can do when you play them in a proper system.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying? So,
they are better than us.
Oh, yeah, they are. But I feel like we've got players to show as good as they gave us, if that makes sense.
Well, I feel like to be honest, I feel like City games came out a bit harsh.
Yeah.
I don't think we played bad against City, to be honest. I feel like City got 2 lucky goals. That Fernandinho goal was a good technique from outside the box. Stones, again, we've been weak with set pieces, so I'll say that's the only goal I can kind of say, okay, cool. And then, because we look at both teams, both attacking. Shit, I can't talk properly. Both attacking sides didn't really finish what's on the plate for them. Like, I think both teams had 2 good chances with their strikers, and they fluffed their lines. So
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like we can, but again, there's an issue of up front with consistency. Martial's not really firing.
Yeah.
Cavani, unfortunately, is not getting. Well, he's been on and off, so we don't know yet. And Rashford, I feel like the right hand side is good for him, and it's not good for him at the same time, because you see him, he keeps trying to cut him with his left.
Yeah,
but I wanted to take players on. That's because I remember when Oli first started, he was playing on the right, but he was taking man on, and he's not really.
I mean, he's been doing that recently, and I've been really impressed. Like, I feel like his dribbling's gotten better, actually. To be fair.
Yeah, because he's doing the small touches now, isn't he? He's not doing just skills. He's trying to actually.
Yeah, I've been impressed.
Close control.
Yeah, 100.
You see what I'm saying? Rashford on his day, bro, he's scary. Like, all I'm saying with Rashford,
MBE.
Work on your decision. Mr. MBE, Dr. Martin Luther Jr., fam. Man's feeding kids, man's feeding Pogba, bro. Fam,
work. Shit. Yeah, that cross was good. That was a great picking out.
Good cross. Hey, they say a top class player don't even need to have top class games, bro, but he needs top class moments.
Yeah.
You say this for I know you say this for your boy as well, Richard Bruno. Yeah, he had a rubbish game, but man scored, didn't it? And then I'll be screaming Bruno, bro. So
that happens,
keep the same energy for Rashford, innit? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
But Rashford at the moment is our best attacker.
Yeah.
Consistently, yeah, definitely, yeah. In terms of output, because once he scored like 40 goals. So
yeah, it's 14 this season. Greenwood's been on and off. Martial's been on and off. Cavani's not really hit the foot running yet. So
yeah. And I feel like a lot of these players will pick up form as well. I know we talk about, Man United use a scattergun approach, but I feel like a lot of players are playing within themselves as well. I kind of alluded it to in the last pod as well. I feel like when certain players pick up, then they'll carry the mantle as well, or carry the weight. So I feel like there's still a lot to show from Man United this season. So hopefully a lot of players can pick up form. Obviously, Pogba's picked up form. This is why I'm not even mad that Bruno's had a rubbish game, bro. Because if Bruno has a rubbish game, and Pogba steps up, innit?
There you go.
And that's how it should be.
That's how it should always have been, bro.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
And this is why sorry, go on, Dilly.
No, go on.
Yeah, this is why I find it funny when certain people, not going to say no names, pit our players against each other, bro. Don't make no sense, bro.
There's only one.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know who he is, bro.
It's not even putting them together. It's always just that. Yeah. If Bruno has a bad game, I expect Pogba to have a better game. But when it's never happened, then obviously, I put the two together, because then when Bruno has a bad game, he still gets assists and goals. But would
you say that's because he's high up at the pitch, though?
Well, Bruno, is higher up the pitch. But obviously, I've seen it recently. Well, apart from Pogba scoring today, Pogba does get high up the pitch, but then he misses more chances than Bruno.
Oh, but not as high as he's playing.
Are you sure?
Like, in the beginning of the season, he wasn't playing high. Now recently he has, but before he was essentially playing as a bloody centre back from. At one point, he's playing like a auxiliary centre back from. Like,
to be honest, he's been up and down, and I've been loving it. I've been noticing he's defensively been a lot better. He's not just doing that weird slide tackle thing he does once you get past him.
Yeah.
When he's tired. He does it when
he's lagging, isn't it?
That's why I can actually say maybe COVID did F him up, because I remember they were saying for time COVID he couldn't breathe properly, but then he looks fitter. He's acting better. He's like today. He was everywhere today, and I've seen him. I don't think I've seen him intercept the ball and clear the ball that many times in my life. So
like his all-round game has gone a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better, man. So hopefully we keep this on, man. Top of the league, guys. We're talking negative, boy. We're top of the league. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it,
bro. Hey, no one can say. Hey, no Arsenal fans can at me. No Chelsea fans can at me. No Tottenham fans can at me, bro. Same amount of games.
You have
same amount of games, bro. I remember certain man was saying we won't even get in the top 4 this year, blood. Hey, top, fam. Hey, we're top.
We said they can't get top 4.
Bruv, there was a man out there that was saying Man United ain't get top 4, bro. I don't think there's anyone here.
I swear I put United in my top 4.
Yeah, I think the man that said they weren't top 4 ain't here, so they're lucky, fam. Certain man were saying we're not going to get. Certain man were saying we're going to get in the top 6, fam.
I thought that's third.
So many people didn't have us top 6, bro.
Man, I said Arsenal, you know.
third.
Man, I said Arsenal. I said 4th, innit? But I was like, bro, how can you say Man United ain't going to get in the top 4 or top 6? Yeah, bro. So
therefore making third.
Yeah, top 4 for me is solidified, innit? I know it's an open league, but I feel like if we carry on, I feel like we've got the quality to be consistent enough to stay in the top 4 at least, innit? And
God willing, no injuries.
God willing, no injuries, nothing injuries, major. No. And then, hey, if we're still there or thereabouts, then maybe we can talk about a title challenge. But for now, man, just enjoying the ride, innit? Just enjoying the ride.
Let me enjoy it for 5 days.
I'm saying,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we can carry over in it to Liverpool and get a result there as well, bruv.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
It'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I'm actually excited.
Yeah,
excited for Sunday. Yeah. What's your prediction? Sunday, What's your prediction for Sunday? Delhi?
I'm going 2-1 United.
Delhi, man. Delhi first. But yeah, thank you for that.
I was going to say the same. Either 2-1 or 2-0 United. I feel like
2-1 or 2-0, yeah.
I feel like right now we are showing a bit more than Liverpool are, in a sense. Like Liverpool, I don't think when's the last time they slapped a team?
I was going to say Villa, but they didn't even slap. That wasn't even Villa. I don't know what team that was.
That Southampton, and I feel like the randomness of the game has been catching them off guard. I feel like without Van Dijk, I think they moved scared without Van Dijk. To be honest, that's the one thing maybe I'm saying. So I feel like we can really get in their heads. I feel like Oli needs to get in their heads and start talking smoke as well. Like,
yeah, he needs to jump on the clock.
Yeah, man.
Play them.
Just say
Salah's not on form as well, so.
Yeah, that stat padder. Forget that stat padder, man.
Hey, but
I'm not getting the 4th goal against under 18 Villa, bro. He's a stat padder, bro.
He was on it, yeah. Would you be saying like, we're in the title challenge, like?
No, I'll be playing it down.
How is down playing it? Like, would you say like we're in amongst it? Like,
I think we are, but the Man United fan in me and what I've been going through in the last couple of years, I'm trying not to get dragged into it because I'm not trying to get my hopes up like that, bro. So I'm trying to stay as subjective as I possibly can in it and keep a straight head and just think, okay, we're there in it. Let's see how it goes in it. So,
like, this is actually us. I think it's the first time in 10 years we've been in this position around this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? 10 years?
Alex left.
Since Alex left, yeah.
That's mad.
So I get, even me, I'm trying to be as composed as possible, but fam, we're top of the league.
Fam.
You might not get this moment for a while.
I already got Arsenal. I've seen notifications. Arsenal fans are already at me.
Arsenal fans can't say nothing, blood. Hey, at your striker, bro. He ain't scoring goals, bro.
It's a weird one because you know what? I think I remember saw a stat saying. So this is why I try not to be as hard as Oli anymore because I'm an Oli out man. But I saw a statistic where it was like Oli, if we were to do from lockdown to now, or no, not lockdown. When was it?
2000 and since Bruno came, I think the 20th of Jan.
Yeah, it's from Bruno to now, and we called that the season. We would have won the league quite comfortably.
Haven't we got the most? Is it the most points or wins in the calendar year? Yeah. So it's like so
Ollie's doing something. I can't say he's not doing something right because you don't have luck this much. That's one thing I think sometimes people try to not take away. You don't have luck this much. I think maybe because United don't play quote unquote a system football. People do look at Ollie and say, like me, I do as well. I look at him and say, you're not doing so. I still think you're tactically naive because I feel like systems help you when, for example, when you don't know what to do, a system helps you. It's like City. When City don't know what to do, they kind of have a system to go back to, and it's kind of like a fail-safe.
They kind of revert back,
Yeah, but it's working, man. So,
hey, scattergun approach all the way.
Scattergun approach, baby. You know what I mean?
Is this the way you want? Exactly. If this is the way you want to win the league, hey, I'm here for it, bro. If we get those points, bro, I'm down, bro.
Give Ole props, man.
Oli deserves. He definitely gets. One thing I'll say about Oli, the biggest compliment I give to Oli, he's a very good man manager. He's a very good man manager, bro.
Yeah.
Because you can tell these players play for him, bro. play for him. You can tell from they put their heart on the line for him, bro. But yeah, tactically he's not all there, but I give him time, bro. Hey, if he wins the league, I can't even chat. I can't say nothing, bro, about Oli. I can't say nothing, fam. I give him props, bro. So yeah, man. Boy, it's a mad one. It's a mad one, boy.
But where, baby?
Well,
we'll see what happens on Sunday.
No, it's just nice for us to be in the mix again. That's even it. Like,
it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Fucking hell. It's been a minute.
I know it's been an open league, but for us to get there, we've got to beat what's in front of you, and we're doing it. We're doing it. I think the biggest criticism maybe, and it's funny because we're not even winning the big games. Smaller teams that we had problems with that we're beating now.
Yeah, but that's what we used to have problems with before. So we're always starting the big games, and then the smaller teams will struggle.
Yeah, so maybe we're cracking it. Like, we're almost cracking it now to the point where I can say, raw, like, we can get into a run of consistency. And maybe we don't necessarily beat the big teams. Not too bad.
Wait, we only lost out of 2. We've only lost Prem games-wise. We've only lost
Arsenal,
Tottenham. Chelsea, we drew. Yeah, we drew against Chelsea.
Crystal Palace first game.
Yeah.
We lost. So was it 3? Was it 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 3 or 4 games, isn't it? 3 or 4 games.
It's literally just that Crystal Palace game. But I mean, that was the first game of the season as well, so it's different.
I think that's what it is. Again,
we weren't prepared for that.
We weren't prepared.
The scattergun approach, like, it's either we win or we lose. I don't think. When's the last time we held a draw?
City?
It's been a minute.
City at home?
Yeah, so it's been a minute, man. Scattergun approach is, you know what I mean? It's either we win or we lose. Like, all guns blazing. Let's go.
So, why not, man? Hey, I'm here for Russian roulette, bro. I can't lie.
I'm here. I'm down for it, man.
It's stressful, but if it gets us results, I'm here for it, bro.
That's why we're not being overhyped. We're composed now. The excitement's gone. So
hey, what I'm saying is, if we beat Liverpool on Sunday, man, slide on his knees with bottles of Rockmouth in hand.
Players believing that we're in the title. That's a difference. I said the players that we've got, they actually believe in that we're in a title race. If you see people, you saw that there, like Bruno, like Pogba, like these men were like, you see the way that they were like, come on. They know they're in a title race. They know that it's not a top 4 race.
These guys are winners, innit? They're winners, fam. And I feel as if a lot of players are kind of catching that winners vibe.
Like, we're close. We're close.
Picking up on it. Because Bruno's been like that, innit? Bruno, and this is what I was saying the other day, bro. Like, the one thing I admire about Bruno is his character, bro. Because the man is a winner, bro. He's a winner, fam. Like, he has a shit game, he has a good game, bro. Like, man wants to win, fam. He don't care how he gets it done. And I wish more of our players had that characteristic, innit? Maybe we could show a little bit more on the pitch.
He rarely puts his head down.
Literally. You can just hear it from the way he speaks, fam. Like, bro. From man said he was slapping his daughter in ball games, fam. Don't let her win. I'm like, bro, that's the type of guy, fam. That's the type of guy Bruno is, fam. Man. Yeah, fam. He wants to win at all costs.
Well, you can't lose the ball that much times and not have that attitude, fam.
It's cool. It's true, you know. It's true, you know.
But you can't lose the ball that much times and not have the attitude.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Because his game goes unfazed. No matter what happens, he's unfazed. So, it's facts, man.
Yeah, certain man will shell. They'll go into a shell after that, but not Bruno, man.
Or try and do too much. He already does too much, so he's covered in that aspect of things.
Yeah. Quick question, guys. What do you think of? I'm going to stick on Bruno. What do you think about these Bruno Cantona comparisons that have come out recently in terms of numbers and stuff like that? What they brought.
It's all good about having all the numbers, but yeah, people are right though. It's about the trophies. That's what made Cantona in it. Is that he was actually successful. So it's like, you can't really compare Bruno yet. You can compare the impact he's had, but you can't compare his career at United to any like Cantona's one.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, exactly. The key word.
No, but I feel like effect-wise, Bruno is defo that guy. Because I remember for time, I remember I used to scream Bruno's name because I just remember just always hearing about these Portuguese guys getting numbers. I was thinking, who's this guy? Just getting numbers. But then when I used to see highlight clips, it looks very needy. I'll never forget it. I looked at it and thinking,
What's needy?
Fam, I remember there's one goal he scored for Porto. Mum's life, he was by the byline, and it's like the goalkeeper just didn't want to save it. Like, it just kept happening. And I was thinking, you know what I mean? And he wasn't really doing, you know when you look at a mad through ball and say, yeah, this is a through ball, oh my days. He wasn't doing nothing like that. So, but you cannot deny the effect he's having on the team. Even like you said, like Richard said earlier, even the moments that their players are having. Like you're seeing like the last game when they all went to Bailly and they all just, you know what I mean? There's real togetherness. And I feel like...
spirit's there,
Honestly, man, we're in a good place. So hopefully these lot keep it up and
carry over.
Be consistent, to be honest.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Do you think United can win a trophy this season? Obviously, we're still in the Cup games, Europa League, FA Cup. Obviously, we've got Liverpool in the FA Cup as well. Do you feel as if we can win other domestic trophies, or do you feel as if? Well, let me rephrase. Do you feel as if it's something we should go into? I know I kind of parred it off like the FA Cup, like let's not win that. But do you feel as if it's something we should be going into as well, or should we just concentrate on the league?
I think they should concentrate on the league and maybe the Europa League. I think it'd be good. I'm just saying. I know it's a Europa League, but I know it's still a European trophy, isn't it? So I feel like it's still a good trophy. I think it's just a good trophy for them not to win it, because I think it's not hard for them to win that trophy.
It's long, man. Bro, I don't want to invest in Europa League.
There's some good teams in there now, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I was going to say Inter ain't even in it, you know. I just clocked.
No. They finished bottom of their group.
Yeah, they finished bottom of their group, man.
Yeah, so and then UEFA now, no?
Nah, he got third place.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're correct. They came bottom. Damn it, man.
Hey, that's mad, you know. Hey, that's a par, you know. But yeah, no,
so
there's a few good teams in it.
Who's still there? I saw Ajax are there, no?
Ajax.
Yeah. Obviously the English teams, Tottenham, Arsenal. I can't remember the other teams. I have to go through it.
Even who are playing, they're not easy.
So obviously they're still top.
They're not easy. They're not easy teams.
They're not easy team. Yeah.
What are they second or first, isn't it?
Not league anymore. But
I think they're second now. I think they had a little bit of a blip. But
I don't know if that's more so to do with the quality of Barca and Real Madrid or how good Sociedad are, but I feel like we should be winning that game. But slightly, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid if we went out, you know. Can't lie, bro. I wouldn't be too disappointed. We already won the Europa League.
I need the league, man. It's been 10 years. I feel like we don't win the league now, we might go through that Liverpool-Arsenal kind of rut, which I don't want us to have, like, ever. Like, we've done it already, and it's not nice. Like, when you know what I mean? We've been spoiled, and I want to be spoiled, you know what I mean? Let me be a bad B with football, you know what I'm saying? Like, spoiled.
I love it.
You know what I mean? No, family, real split, because, like, we grew up United winning, and then a whole period of not winning, like, it's probably the biggest humbling experience ever.
I'm not used to this feeling. I can't lie, bro. I used to come into school with my chest out, blood, just saying, "Fam, say something to me, fam." I won the Champions League, won the league again. What's your team saying, bro? Your teammate won the league in how many years, fam? So yeah, for me, 10 years too long, innit? So
yeah.
Let me not even get dragged in too far into this, innit? But if this year's our year, then where?
Yeah, no, it's just nice to see that other fans hating. Because they only hate when we do well, innit? So it's
when rival fans start chatting rubbish.
Yeah, I love it.
No, we're there, fam. This is one. When they made videos of the penalties, I was like, fam, inject it into my veins now, bro.
No, give us more penalties, fam. That agenda was nasty, because even the Pogba one, a lot of people were trying to use the Pogba penalty thing, but the issue was he got fouled before his leg hit his leg. That's what caused it to happen. Everyone just showed that one certain clip. I said, nah, you man are nasty, man.
Fam, even Douglas Luiz showed the clip on his Twitter, fam. That's how mad it got, bro. I'm like,
the goalkeeper came out and was like, yeah, bias. Like, I'm not going to say nothing, but the refs need to sort out. Is what I mean? The agenda is too much, man.
I like Martinez as well, but he lost ratings for that as well, bro. He jumping in this thing, fam. Yeah, me, bro. Man clipped him, and then man made him clip his own legs, innit? If you don't make the contact, Pogba's not clipping himself, fam.
Yeah.
And man had his arm on him as well, fam. Don't make contact in the box. That's what happens, isn't it? But it's the agendas, isn't it? It's the agendas and the narratives, isn't it? So people just want to create their own.
I just feel like people just don't want us to. They just don't want us to win again. I feel that's what it is.
100%, bro. Like, and they use any little excuse, like, oh yeah, we get penalties, just like the other. But play. Sometimes you got to make your own luck as well, fam. Because most of those penalties were warranted, fam. So
that's not even most. I think only 2 I was saying shouldn't have been given. The one I'll probably distinctively say shouldn't have been was the West Brom one.
What was the? I can't remember what the.
I think Bruno tried to roulette, and then the players as he's rouletted, he's kind of backed into the player.
That was
was that Aston Villa? No,
was that Villa? Yeah, you're correct. It was Villa. Yeah, it was Villa. Because I remember the player that it was. Villa.
Was it a handball against West Brom, or was it what was perceived as a handball? I can't even remember. I might have to play it back.
I can't remember.
So it was like a handball or something. But yeah, like I say, most of the penalties warranted from that. When you got man like Martial Rashford running at you, bruv, it's a scary prospect, you know.
Of course, and even Cavani now, he's got that. You know, them brothers that run with their full body kind of in everything, like. So he's quick. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers that run, he's got his hair as well as flying, so he looks quicker than he probably is.
Man like Tarzan, blood.
So he's doing his thing, so when you got players like that, you're gonna win penalties. Liverpool don't really dribble into the box; they pass around in the box more than anything. So
100%.
That's why their penalty game is not there.
No, bro. When I'm seeing Salah do swan dives, and I'm hearing Liverpool fans come at me, fam, have the temerity to say we buy penalties, fam. Bro, go look at your players, fam.
Hypocrisy's real, baby.
They're just as bad, fam. But let's not keep that same energy, innit, when it's not Man United being discussed. You hear me, bro? Hey,
facts.
I'm ready for you, Liverpool. I'm ready for you, blood.
Sunday will be a good day, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Bruno penalty, fam. I'm done, bro. Man won't even do this for Bruno celebration, bro. I'm telling you, fam. Man might even do the Bruno celebration, fam. It's a mad one, bro.
It's happening.
What are you saying? Is everyone believing it now, yeah? Am I the only one that's not believing it?
You're not believing in it?
Man's trying to think rationally, innit? I had too many heartbreaks in my life, fam,
I hear you.
Might not have to do this to me again, fam. But it's just because what I can say, I don't know. I know everyone's kind of said it, but it just feels a bit different, innit? This time around, brother. Certain things that happen, I just think, bro, this might not have happened last season or the season before last or previous season. So, yeah, man. It's a mad one, bro.
I feel like just wait till March. March will let us know really if we're really in this.
Where we are.
Because it's still quite close. City had a good run, so they're catching up. I'm not even going to mention Chelsea.
Who? Who's Chelsea?
So I'm not even going to... There we go. So,
so Chelsea fans were telling me they're going to win the league this year, fam. Hey, what going for Lampard on his boys, fam?
Right. I think we will be thereabouts still, because I think our team's too good to like even go on the losing streak.
Yeah. Do you feel as if they have the character? To lose games and then pick themselves back up?
Yeah.
That's almost what it's been in previous years. We kind of like have a big loss and then kind of fall into a slump per se.
Yeah.
And then it takes us a while to pick up. So do you feel this is a better place?
That was a thing on the Oli for a while as well, where whenever you lost, we had a bad form, like a bad run of games for a while, and then we picked up momentum again. But lately, it's like, even when we started off, like we got the most quote unquote comebacks. I don't really like comebacks because if it's not like 3-0 or something, and then we come back. But overall, lately we've been super solid, man. Super solid. So faith is there, but not getting too excited.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just gotta try and
too early. But I suppose, you know, like in history, obviously the team that normally wins the that's top of the league by Christmas normally it ends up going on and winning the league, but I don't think it's not one of them. It's not one of them seasons.
Yeah, there's no outright.
It's not one of them seasons, so I can't get.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Everyone's been capped because you know if Liverpool or us, if Liverpool or City were in that position, they'll be saying, the league's done. They'll say the league's done. It's because it's us that everyone's doing this now, man.
They got the history, innit? They got the history, bro. They've got the.
Man, we got history. We're United, man. What are we talking like? What bums for, like simps?
Nah, let me not. Don't misconstrue my words, innit? Obviously, we got the history, innit? But I'm talking about recent history. You hear me, bro?
Yeah.
They've got the title, not the title credentials. Sorry, they've got. You know, they've done what they've done, innit? Liverpool won the league recently. So everyone knows what they can do, innit? We ain't won the league since what? 2013, bro. We ain't even been near fam since then. So can't really expect people to think any differently, innit? Unless Man United gives them a reason to think that way, innit? And I feel like certain people are kind of getting there. Even Gary Neville was talking a bit about it. He sounded almost a bit giddy, innit? He was like, I've never felt this way before. Obviously, he's getting to certain man, innit? So they're starting to see that this is a different feeling. It's a different feeling, blood.
Rio's probably put something up on Instagram already.
Bro, man's probably said, Ollie, sign the thing again, blood. Sign the thing. Alright, I'm joking. He said, you're gonna do. What did he say the other day? I'm not gonna do that again, bro. I don't want to be a meme, fam. So, let me allow Rio, fam. You got excited, innit? Got smoke, bro. Got smoke, fam. But Huh?
Pardon?
He hasn't been proven wrong though, has he?
Yeah, no, he's doing well. I mean, obviously, I know he's been up and down, innit? You got to admit, he's been up and down, innit? But he's in a good place at the moment, so we can't really say anything against him. Huh?
Who isn't? Who comes into a team straight away and just finds magic straight away? No one does.
No, obviously.
Still.
Oh. Yeah, but even Pep.
No.
Had to spend what? Had to spend how much? You had to spend how much? You had to spend how much in the second season?
I don't think he spent his first season at Barca, did he?
No, spent. I mean, his second season. How much did he spend?
Yeah.
And Man City,
innit? Quite. Yeah. True.
Defenders as well, primarily as well, bro. But I hear what you're saying, Paul. Obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day. But me, I just feel like sometimes Ollie could.
Sometimes the architecture's looking a bit wonky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's looking a bit unsure of himself, innit? I'm just like,
not really quite sure what's going on.
I can kind of see why you're not really like there, innit? Like as opposed to other managers, innit? But like I said, if he wins the league, I can't say nothing, blood.
But I think that's why people doubt Man United being top of the league. They don't care because they're like, well, because they look at the manager we got. They're like, they don't trust him. They don't trust him.
The man could crack at any moment, blood.
He showed a year of consistency, bro.
I hear that, bro.
It's not been a couple of days.
No, statistically, he's right. He's right, Richard.
It's a year of consistency.
Yeah, statistically, he won the most games this year, isn't it? Last year, sorry.
All right, okay, fair enough. But the slip-ups he's had, are like colossal. They're like colossal slip-ups.
You talk about the semi-final ones.
You're talking about...
You're acting like Fergie didn't lose big little games, bro.
Talking about... Huh?
We always act like Fergie, or top managers do not lose games, fam.
Not just any games, though.
No, but you know, it's the manner we lose games sometimes. That is annoying. That's why no one has faith for Ollie. It's the manner. It's not like, they outplay. It's not a thing of they outplay. It's like common sense things he doesn't always do. And it's like, why are you not doing this? Like, it goes back to, for example, the PSG game's a big example. Like, why did you not take Fred off?
Yeah.
Like, Fred's running around headless chicken. He's emotional that game. No one knows why he's so emotional. Maybe the Brazilians in there said something wild to him. We don't know.
But, you just knew. It was going to happen, innit?
Just knew it was going to happen. Everyone knew it was going to happen. But Ollie just keep him on. It's stuff like that. Like, why are you not using your head?
What made it worse is that he came out and said, "Right, maybe I should have taken him off." I was just like, "Come on, man! Like, you should have said anything. You just backed your decision, blood." I say, "Right, I'll play him because I've had faith in him." Innit? Not say, "Right, maybe I should have taken him off." So,
I'll play devil's advocate here.
Oh no, you're not. You're Ollie's advocate, blood. You're Ollie's advocate, fam.
He got sent off after they scored their second goal, yeah.
Uh-huh.
should we have been at least 3-1 up by that point?
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
I hear that. So maybe certain strikers, like you keep saying, if certain strikers are taking their chances,
bro,
then maybe would have got into that position, bro.
I would never let that guy live it down. Sitters, bro.
Hey, fam, I'm seeing Rashford be sitters as well, you know. Hey, let me get the videos up.
Not big moments like that, though.
Rashford has big moments.
Rashford's missed sitters, but the issue with Rashford is he'll make something for himself. I think that's the one thing Martial doesn't have. That aggression, he needs that in his game. Like, it's just...
Yeah. I feel like Rashford...
Even the willingness...
I feel like Martial's a lot more precise with it, innit? So man won't like pepper man, innit? He has to be super sure that he's going in. So, yeah, man.
But he's just had a bad season, man. I don't know what it is, man. He doesn't even he's not even beating plays the way he used to. Like, he used to have these little... He used to go on these little janky runs. I ain't seen him do that in a minute. Like, I'm not...
What do you think it is, Dele?
I think the biggest thing is missing chances that he would normally score.
Put away in his sleep.
Apart from his passing game, everything else has kind of gone down. He's not dribbling like he used to. Like, normally he'll get the ball, turn, beat the first man, beat the second man sometimes because they try to press him. They get, like you said, he's not finishing his food. Like, food he normally would eat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just not...
Yeah. For me...
I don't know if...
Yeah. For me, I feel like his general play has been all right. I feel like in terms of, especially when he plays like a number 9, like as a vocal point, he's been really good in it. And I feel like if he was scoring those goals, then obviously there wouldn't be as much criticism in it. Maybe he's not going against players 1v1s as he maybe usually does, innit? But more times than not, he's been playing number 9, innit? Like I even said it like last pod, innit? I wouldn't mind if Martial has quiet games as long as he scores, innit? He's getting to that point now, innit? I just want him to bag in it, you know, especially if he's the guy that essentially is leading the line. Because it's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah. Especially when man was our top scorer last season as well, 24 goals. Most of them non-penalties, by the way. Yeah, let me just get that in. But it's a weird one. It's a weird one, man. But it must be just a confidence thing, for me anyway. Has to be,
Has to be. Honestly, that makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah, so hopefully, I know there's certain men out there that have lost faith in Martial, but bro, I ain't one of those people. Get me all the way, blood. I'll be back, fam. Him and Rashford, bro. They're gonna be rolling it, fam.
Same card.
He's never been good enough to lead the line for United.
Oh, shut up, man. You said the same thing last season, bro. He banned 24 goals, fam.
Well, I'm sticking to it then. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, no faith in him, bro.
I appreciate Richard's been consistent, though.
I'll stick to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You score 24 goals, it doesn't matter.
You stick to Team Bruno, fam. Let me back your guy, innit? Yeah, me, bro. Even when he has bad games, back him, innit?
Of course, man.
Yeah, me. What do you think of this will be the last thing, innit? I don't want to go too much into time. What do you think of the January transfer window? Do you think we'll go for anyone? Or do you think we'll just... No?
What was it? We brought in Amad. I'm a very big fan of him. He looks real good. I'm a lot of decent player. No, since we've been linked to him, I've been watching him. I've been very impressed with him. Like, he's very tidy, but he's tidy, but at the same time very direct, which I think fits in our team very well. It might hinder now the Sancho thing with us.
You think?
Because I think so.
Do you think that will depend on how good he is, how good he turns out for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
But if Ollie's saying they want to bring him in straight away, I think it affects the Sancho thing.
You're saying Dan James' days are numbered?
You know what? He's trying. Dan James is trying, but I feel like you're so limited as a winger. Like, even his style of dribbling, he's very just linear. There's no agility. He's just straight in a down, straight run, one lane. Yeah, one lane.
Kick and run from.
I like that. Cause what's his name? Who's that Colombian you was linked to?
Casado.
He looked very good. He looked very good. But
I'm surprised we haven't been into him.
No, but they're saying obviously apparently they're saying like 50 agents. He's got like 50 agents. No one knows who his agent is, so it's difficult to deal with.
What? 50 agents?
No, so basically, bare people come out and said, "Oh, that he's Asian, isn't it?"
Oh,
and it's just messy. It's just messy, isn't it?
Posters and that, yeah.
Do you know who I do want? There's one brother from was it OGC Nice, whatever they're called, OSG Nice, whatever. There's one Sakamoyo or something like that. DM looks real solid.
I've heard of him.
Very Yaya Toure-ish, but more defensive. Like got good passing in, reads the game quite well. And I think we can go for, because I know the league. I think they messed up with their football contracts. No, with their TV rights.
Yeah, financially they're in a very bad position. So I know a lot of
teams are going to be selling. So hopefully we get him in. I think we're getting one more CDM and maybe a cheeky centre back. I don't know who to do though, but and then we're there.
Yeah, I'll definitely go for a CDM just to facilitate Bruno and Pogba, because I feel like because we don't have a proper CDM, like essentially our only CDM is Matic, innit? And we play McFred because they make one good CDM if you put them together. That's why you call them McFred, innit? But that's why you call them McFred, innit? That's why you call them McFred, innit?
It's facts.
They're not really CDMs by trade, innit? They're actually both box-to-box midfielders, which is crazy. But
it's facts.
Energetic. But when we get someone that excels, then man like Bruno and Pogba and excel from. Get me? Number 8.
We think Pogba's staying?
Nah, I don't think he is. When his agent's coming out like that.
Wait, the only thing is,
if you're not win the league, do you think Pogba will decide to stay then?
That's my thing.
Nah, I think he wants to go anyway.
No, but
I think he wants to win the league. I think because I feel like if he does, he will come in and be like, you know what, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve back at United. Then I'll cut to somewhere else. I think he'll do that.
Yeah.
Who can afford him?
His contract's almost done. It's not about that.
No, it's still got.
Did he get an extension?
The club had an extension. They done it, bro.
Well, to be honest, Real Madrid should both afford him next season.
You sure about that?
They should be. Because I know the Spanish Football League right now, they're struggling. So I know they want to pump money into their clubs right now. Like with Barca and Real Madrid, they want to pump money into them because there's some financial shit. So it's possible. Okay. I think so.
They're trying to get Mbappe. Don't forget.
No, but his contract's running out, isn't it? He's not signed a new contract.
When does his contract run out?
I think next year.
Really? They let his contract run out to next year?
He's not signing.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, I think
Mbappe's not signing.
He's going Real Madrid at some point, bro. Like,
you say that, but he said he likes Liverpool.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say that.
He said in a few interviews he likes Liverpool.
I'm doing the Bruno thing.
You know what? Because I keep hearing the Salah rumors that Salah's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season.
What, man's got the stat pad in Spain?
Oh,
he'll thrive in Spain. But telling you.
No, to be honest, I think next season football's gonna have a massive shake-up because who else is not signing? Ronaldo's not signing a new contract. Messi's not signing a new contract. Fam, there's so many people not signing, and then these are big wage players. So once they're off your wage list, the freedom your team might have is mad. So you know what I mean? And even though these teams have been performing well, people are still rating Real Madrid and Barcelona. They still want to go there and that kind of show out. So
in terms of stature, innit, they're still there, innit?
Yeah.
Players still want to go there because of the name itself.
Facts.
So, yeah, man. But yeah, let me not let this run too long.
Top
guys,
of the league.
Nice turn. Top of the league. Top of the league, bro. I don't remember the words from. I don't
remember the words at all. It's been so long. Pause.
I have to readjust the bloody vocals from that. It's been a while from. But yeah, man. Fam, let's wrap this one up, bro. Thanks for joining us. Whoever's
Appreciate you for having me.
Listening. No problem, Deli. Hope to have you again really soon. We don't need Man United numbers, but I'll just let Man United.
We'll go to the parade.
You're getting the bus. Listen. I can't lie to you. If United are close, I'm going up to Manny. I don't care. I'm going up there.
Hey, I'm driving
up there.
I'm going to
Mask on, obviously, you want to keep safe.
I'm marching up the M6.
I don't even care if no one's there, bro. Man's going to be there. Just chilling, bruv. Yeah, nah, it's a mad one. It's a mad one. But yeah, nah, Eversley, thanks for joining us. Make sure to follow us on all the socials. That's at The Brothers Chats on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest content. Also follow us on the YouTube page where you'll catch this video. If you don't want to see us, then you can listen to us on Apple Pod, Spotify, and all other various media platforms. But yes, guys, I'm out.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah, man. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday. We can discuss another victory, bro, over the champ.
Sunday. God willing, we're there, man.
Hey. We're there.
Easy.
Later. Please start recording this thing.